We are getting a look from inside the Dane County jail of the man who police say is responsible for a violent sexual assault that sent a UW student to the hospital over the weekend. Brandon Thompson, at times putting his head down as he heard the accusations read from a criminal complaint against him, and learning he's staying in jail unless someone will pay $1 million to bail him out. Dane County prosecutors call this attack one of the most horrific sexual assaults in recent memory. It happened early Sunday morning in the area of West Wilson near South Bedford Streets in downtown Madison. News 3 Now has been giving you updates along the way on the aftermath of this attack in our community. Arman Rahmani continues our coverage, sharing what else we learned from inside that criminal complaint. Arman?
Eric, the officers responding to the attack Sunday morning also called the woman's injured state one of the most horrifying things they've seen. Now we're getting a clearer picture of what those injuries are.
I'm going to set $1 million cash bail because I don't think the public can be protected without a very significant cash bail.
26-year-old Brandon Thompson hung his head from a cell as a Dane County court commissioner decided to hold him on $1 million cash bail.
This defendant is obviously, from the complaint, you can see alleged to have committed one of the most horrific sexual assaults in recent memory here in Dane County.
The survivor, referred to in the criminal complaint as Jane Doe, was taken to the hospital with her eyes swollen shut, strangled, and with injuries from sexual assault. Doctors later found bleeding in her brain. Detectives report that people living on Wilson Street called 911 Sunday after a man calling himself Brandon was going around to people's homes saying he found a naked and bloody woman in the street.
Before police arrived, he did run off.
In city and county surveillance video, investigators saw a man matching Thompson's description get out of a Chevy at Brittingham Park. The car was seen later turning onto Bedford Street before the attack. The license plate was registered to Thompson, who was pulled over hours earlier.
It was the sheer randomness in which it occurred.
After being arrested, Thompson allegedly admitted in an interview he, quote, saw red when he came across the woman. He stated, "She came across a monster. I went into a rage, and when I came to, she was on the ground." When asked if he could have sexually assaulted her, Thompson stated, "I could have."
That at this point, even this early in our investigation, we have uncovered some evidence that is inconsistent with the state's narrative.
His defense attorney, Emily Bell, says they're investigating that interview, among other facts.
I don't know under what conditions my client was interrogated. I don't know exactly what it was he said or how it was he said it to see whether or not those were constitutionally gathered statements.
Thompson's defense said $10,000 cash bail was high enough for a recent college grad with no criminal record. The prosecution asked for $2 million. The county commissioner met them in between. Thompson's next court date has been set for September 25th.
Arman, thank you. And we want to share that if you or someone you know has been a victim of sexual assault, there are resources standing by to help. Madison Sexual Violence Resource Center has a 24-hour hotline. The National Sexual Assault Hotline is also available 24/7. Both of those numbers are right there for you on your screen.